How can we help you today?
I didn't know that I was up next. Good
I was
morning.
surprised. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready,
Yeah, no
Marty.
kidding. I thought there was someone
Gotta
else.
be ready.
So anyway, I was having a conversation in the chat menu with Edward last week, and he helped me immensely. And I mean, sorry, Roberto. And however, I'm still stuck. I'm so impressed with what I just saw you doing with Carla's theme on her website and her products. I wanted to know, number one, that's what theme is she using with the black background? I'm on my website too, trying to get into different themes, but I was trying to watch and listen at the same time. I want to change the theme because mine is now a year old and I think it needs to be revised. However, I want to have different categories in the main page. Roberto told me that I need to have the categories only, or they can be utilized in my Marty at Be Happy Art page rather than a shop art page, which I'm endeavoring to do right now. However, I can't seem to add new categories in there for the different kinds of paintings that I do. And I'm adding sculpture, custom sculpture. So it's really convoluted. So if I get
Not
into
necessarily. You just have to organize things in a very kind of readable way. What's your last name, Marty? Niles?
Yes. Niles, yes.
Got it. Just want to pull up your account. No matter how many different art types or selling points you have on your site or products you have on your site in general, as long as you organize them correctly, it's all going to be good. Nobody's going to get confused. So here I am on your site. Okay, so let's see how the live site looks like right now. Okay, we'll have to do something about the navigation menu here. Okay, so all the products are on the home page. Nice. And these are all prints, right?
Some of them are, yes, and some are
I see these, yeah.
originals. And I think some of those are sculpture. No, there's none in sculpture in there.
Okay, so would you like let's start with the homepage. Would you like the homepage to stay the way it is, displaying products directly, or would you like to segment your categories on the homepage itself?
I want to separate the categories into specific names, animals, events, originals, abstract, travel, and custom sculpture. Is that too many? Absolutely.
Nope. Okay. Let's see what. Let's see something real quick here. Okay. That means that there is, or there was, a shop art category here. Okay, we can add it.
Yeah, that's I changed to, I'm sorry.
No, sorry. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating your new homepage, right? I got to create a new homepage that has to be a specific type of gallery. There are two types of galleries. One will display products directly, the other will display other galleries, right? So what we need is other galleries to be displayed. So let me just see the SEO options here. I think we can go with shop art.
It looked like it was correct as I changed it in my.
Now there is another shop art product gallery that has that URL. Oh, there it is. Oh no, this is a new one. Okay.
I think I really messed it up.
Shop merch, sculpture, originals. Okay, could have been removed. Just give me 1 second.
I put them, they're all listed now in Be Happy Art by Marty, that as a product gallery. That's what I was trying to make as my home page, the Be Happy Art by Marty. because most of them are listed in there now, as Roberto told me to do, so I could do the
Mhm.
different categories. However, I need to add more and find out how I can place sculpture prices on the sculpture end of it. That's a lot of questions.
Got it. It's all good. We'll get to as many as we can today.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me get this one down. Oh, my screen share went down. Sorry. Okay. So what I just did is I created a new homepage here, and I'm going to add it right on top here and make it the homepage. So this will move your homepage from the gallery that displays all those products that we just saw to a brand new gallery that will currently not display anything because we're still setting it up. Okay, there we go. So now what we do is we'll get this out. We're just going to reorganize things a little bit so it makes a little bit more sense
Okay.
to the average viewer. So we don't really need this one right now. So let's just move it away from the navigation bar. What else do we have here? Shop, merch, sculpture, originals, upsell product. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want
You
that.
don't really need an upsell product in here.
I know.
Okay, let me get it out. So let's just first clean this whole page up. Upsell product is not something we want up there. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we have left here when I hit refresh. So we have events. What is events? Is that unexpected? Okay, so events is like a gallery, right?
Yes, I wanted it to, I don't want it to say unexpected. I want it to say events.
And we can change that real quick, but I just wanted to see what the page was about and what were you selling at it. Okay, so that's good. So let's change that to events. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of these pages underneath the shop art. So it's going to be like so. Here we go. Events. Just going to go under here. I might have a toddler bursting in right now, so heads up, guys. Shop, merch, sculpture, bestsellers, originals, commissions. So let's move originals over here. So basically, when you're organizing your navigation bar, you always want to go in order of importance. In a nutshell, it's like pages that make you money go left, pages that don't go right. So that's how that should be structured.
Wow, I really appreciate the help, Marco.
It's all good. So we have originals, we have merch, we have sculpture, we have commissioned work. All those are pretty important. So I'm looking for ways where I can just kind of nest them somewhere to have navigation bar in one line, but that's not really urgent right now. What we need to do now is go to shop art and determine which galleries you want to display on your main homepage. So over here, right in this area over here.
Okay.
So what we can do is we can have originals, we can have sculpture, we can have merch, we can have bestsellers. You have two bestsellers. Okay, is there any other gallery you would like to display here?
Yes, I need one called animals.
Oh, those are not created. Okay, got it. Let's just see if we can get these on your homepage just to see how that looks like, and then we can create those. Okay, so now we have bestsellers, shop merch, originals, and sculpture. I have to reorganize those a bit. So originals go here, sculpture goes here, shop merch goes to the end. Okay, so now you need a gallery called animals.
Yes. Well, that's what I didn't do. Okay.
Animals, have that one. Do you need any other galleries up here?
Abstract.
Got it.
I think that was it because it was, oh, travel. Travel was the last one. One of those is in the wrong place. That's a lot.
The galleries is you know.
Is that too many?
Depends, right? Oh, what did I do? Travel.
Does it seem too convoluted with that many?
Well, the way it is right now, yes, but we will make it so it isn't. Very convoluted. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take animals and move it here. I'm gonna take abstract and move it here. So this is just for the navigation bar. So what I'm doing, I'm just adding these under shop art in the navigation bar.
Okay.
Right. So you can move these around anytime you want, but
great.
What we have just done is we have added a bunch of categories in here nested underneath. So you don't have like 30 items in here, and you know, that makes site convoluted, and that makes a lot of options in here. So here we go. So now you need to add the products into animals, travel, and abstract, right? Originals, let's just maybe name that shop originals or paintings or something like that. Or I can say originals for now. Yeah, that's good. Let's not change the SEO settings. Right, so basically, let's give this a refresh. What is this? Okay. So would you like all of these galleries to be on the homepage in here?
If it doesn't look like there's too many, I know there's so many, and I was going to put them in 3 columns with the black background, and I didn't get that far.
Why the black background though?
Yeah, the one that Carla had.
So let's see if we can add those. It's going to be animals, abstract, not the it's travel. Let's see how that looks like right now. Right, so there you go. So you have 3 more in here. They don't have any images in them because we just created them. So when you add images, the images will populate on your homepage as well. But would you like a black background or like a black theme altogether? You told me you wanted to change the theme.
I did. It's just getting really tiresome.
This one, James, was it this one?
Yep, that's correct. Carla's using that theme.
Okay. Let's see how this looks like with this theme. This theme has a little bit larger preview, so it might look a little bit weird, but let's see.
Oh, okay. That might not work then.
Oh, what's happening here? What did I do? Oh, I see. This was changed with the. Yep. This was changed. Let's go with another one. I don't know what's wrong with this one. Something's not right. So let's see if we can have. Eminent is a good option though, or Whisper. Let's go with Eminent. Eminent is like, you know, a little bit more elegant. Okay, here we go. Now that's a lot better. How does this look like, Marty?
It looks fine to me. What do you think?
Everything is clean. So what I'm looking at with these things, whenever I see a site, I want to make sure that it's very clean and visible. Everything is, I don't have to search for anything, right?
Yeah.
Because in today's day and age, just a second.
Yeah, there's 2 sculptures in there. Oh, I see one's under originals.
Sorry, I got a toddler poking me.
Somebody came to see Daddy.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Anyways, so what I'm focusing on when I'm looking at the site is the path to my checkout clear, right? Can I get to the checkout as easy as I possibly can? So
Yeah.
what's going on here is everything is pretty clean, right? Maybe get one of the items out of the navigation bar, maybe move FAQs down to the footer. That might be a good option. You already have them in here. So just to get the navigation bar in one line, because this is kind of sticking like a sore thumb over here.
Okay.
So, and then when I click on shop art, it kind of covers it. So it looks kind of weird. But everything else is good. I mean, you have 2 more galleries you can add, you know, to fill in the kind of a symmetrics of the page. Originals and sculpture have the same background, the thumbnail image, but that's okay. That's an easy fix. Other than that, all you have to do now is just add the products in the galleries that we just created. So if would it be easier if we like booked one-on-one call with you with an agent that can just walk
That'd
you
be-
through over the phone?
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that would be the best option here.
Okay.
Let me see if James, can you email Marty and just gonna book a call for her?
Yep, sure.
Thanks. So Marty, you're gonna get an email from James, and then you guys can
Okay.
work out a time that works for you.
Great. Thank you so
The
much.
calendar is not overbooked for this week, so we're pretty. Yeah,
That's
this week is kind of slow.
hoping. Okay. You've been
So we're
immensely
good.
helpful. Thank you.
Thank
And
you,
I'm so
Marty.
sorry to
My
take
pleasure.
up time.
No worries, no worries. That's why we're here for.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, welcome. Okay, we got Andy up next. Hey, Andy, how are you? I think you'll have to unmute on your end.
Yep,
There you
yep. Can you hear me?
go. Yep, loud and clear.
Okay, so
Is the
I'm
detective
trying-
working?
what's
I didn't
that?
see your email. Is your detective working? I didn't see your
Yeah,
email.
yeah, it's
oh, it
worked.
does. Okay.
And
Awesome.
yeah. I
Oh
thought it-
man, that was an issue. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. And you know, I can't get back the stuff from my last client, but that's okay as long as I can get it from the rest. But I actually did a year, you know, a whole 12 months, and it worked. And that's the
Maybe
first
we
time
can though. Maybe we can get the info back from the back end. Can you email me the
the
client's name? Yeah, the
Yeah,
client
yeah,
name.
I can do that. Maybe the client and the shopping cart number and
Yeah, and that will be enough. I'll just you know, forward that to the devs, and they can maybe look at the back end and see if
Okay, that's
if
fine.
it was recorded on Google Analytics, we can get it back. Or you can go to your Google Analytics account and see if you can get it there.
Well, I looked on analytics because I do track that as well, and I'm pretty sure what I was interested in obviously is where they came from. It was a name I didn't know, and it looks like right. I'm not a Google Analytics pro, but it looks like they came from Google. But I'll send it to you and see if we can get that back.
Sure. Because the detective kind of filters information
Right.
from Google Analytics and just presents it in a much more
Yeah.
user-friendly way.
So we'll see. Okay. That's not why I called. And I do appreciate the help there. So I'm trying something a little different. I have dropped all of my 8x12 and 8x10 sizes from my website. I'm gonna try to. I'm sort of going on an experiment to try to upscale the sale, and so my smallest print on the main gallery will be an 11x14. Most of mine are not that ratio, and so it'd be 12x18s, which means I can theoretically make more money per sale. So what I do want to do is I've got a printer at home, a high quality, photographic printer now. And I'm going to start printing out proofs of, select images just to sort of look at them for my, make sure before I upload it, they look good.
Yeah, for sure.
And so what the thought I had was to maximize that effort to then sell those as artist proofs, sign them and put AP on them to denote their artist proof. There'll be one artist proof per image, sell them for $100, whatever, 75, whatever. And I'm gonna actually mat them, and so I'll sell them for $100. And so you can buy the only way you're going to be able to get a 8x10, 8x12 is as an artist proof. Okay. One off each one. So what I did is I built that page based on a live art giveaway template, which I love because it's easy. It's already set up for one-offs, I just put the price in and go. My problem is the template doesn't have any menu on the page.
No, form pages don't.
So what I'm wondering is there a way for me to add that menu back to that page? Or do I have to build a?
Oh, I see.
So if you go to my menu, and you'll see.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. And if you go to the live site and look at yeah. I mean, I just love it. It's just the easiest way for me to do this, but I do obviously want the ability to link back into my site, my main site.
So the problem here is,
Come on, tell me it's possible. That's what I want to hear.
So it is possible, but not through the Live Art Show store, because it's kind of made for a different thing, like click and buy right here in this page, right? You don't have to go to the main site, but the way that I'm thinking, click here to view my full gallery. Yeah. It's right down there.
Because the thing I don't want to have to do, Marco, is I don't, I love how that button's there, the buy now button. I just love the way this sets up. And so if there's another way I can build a page that essentially gives me this sort of look, that's great, but I don't know how to, well, I guess I can add a button. Man,
but you can't hyperlink it to the drawer, to the card drawer. That's the problem. You can add a button and hyperlink it to the product that has that option in there, right?
Right.
So the thing is, two ways we can go about this, right? One way would be, so just to confirm, you're offering all of these as prints that are of a bigger size as prints, right?
They are.
So
one-off prints.
Why don't you create them as an original product in the standard store? Because when you do, you will be able to connect them to the prints and use the connected products feature. You can rename what it says. It doesn't have to say original painting. You can say like hand signed, proofs. And then somebody that visits your, like on Kimberly's site, for example,
right? Somebody
that visits your site and opens up the print, they will be able to see the connected product in there. Like so. So if I go to Kimberly's site here, and I go here, I click on a product, and I'll be able to just switch to, in her case, an original painting. Yeah. But in your case, we would rename this from original painting to hand signed, right? So somebody will be able to just see the print over here and boom, switch over to the hand signed, proof that you have on hand, only one, which is technically an original. Right. So we would just use the original product's functionality. We wouldn't really be original painting. And you can
And-
add multiple images and
and-
videos in here, and
Yeah, yeah. And once I do that though, I can then promote, hey, here are all of my,
or you can have them separately,
Right.
like Kimberly has. Like Kimberly has them separately in the navigation bar up there,
okay, okay.
right? So she has shop prints and shop originals, and you can get to an original in multiple ways, right? You can get
Yeah,
from here, and you can get from the print that you open up. So for example, you can say if you would like this, hand sign, artist proof,
Right.
stuff like that on 8x10. This is the only way you can get 8x10.
Yeah,
Click here. It's an easy switch, right? You sell them for,
yeah.
100, $200, however much you want to send them for.
I won't sell it for $7,000 like she sells. it.
Oh,
So can I then? So if someone goes to the artist proof page, right, with all of the artist proofs, that page, let's go back to that page. Yeah, if they go to that page, when I rebuild it as, based on the originals, and they click on one of those images, will I then be able to I can then do a related product to the open prints, correct? Like, just the regular
not from a
gallery.
live art show store. No,
No,
not from
not,
here.
not on live art. If I rebuild
Mhm.
this page so that this, I have the functionality using as originals, right?
Mhm.
I'll be able to connect both ways.
Absolutely, yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
100%. So what you
Okay.
can do is you can create like a content building page
Yeah.
that you would add like 3 rows of images,
Right.
3 times, and then just replace the images, add buttons down there and down below, and hyperlink the images to the products. So when somebody clicks on the product, they'll be led to a page like this where they can switch between a print and the artist proof.
Okay.
So
okay. Yeah.
you're kind of interlinking everything. So even if somebody doesn't want the artist proof, they want something bigger, they will be led to a page where they can choose something bigger, right, for their home.
Yeah.
Or if they want artist proof, because
go.
they're a collector, they
Yeah.
have an easy button here to do so.
Okay.
So it's actually quite an easy setup, right? The biggest hurdle there would be creating the originals in the standard store. That's what's going to take most work, right?
Yeah. And that's honestly, I don't really want to go through the effort, but it's really good because I've got some of them that I've already printed that I need to reprint with some white border around it for the map. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I was going to have to go in and redo some of this anyway. So, okay. All right. Well, I was hoping it'd be easier than that, but actually doing it this way may be the more effective way to lead people through.
Yeah.
From the
artist. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The alternative would be to have like this page here and then have a huge button here.
Yeah.
Go to my main gallery or something like that.
Yeah, but I
that would be
now that you've talked through it, I think you're right. I think that's probably the better way to do it. I can still have a list of all of my artist proofs, and then they can go to the one.
Absolutely. And when they're on the print side of things, you're not limiting them to just one type of product. If they'll be able to switch back and forth and pick and choose what they want, right?
Right.
And these are completely customizable. You can customize the colors, you can customize fonts, you can customize anything you want. Just
Okay, and I've done that on one or two other prints that I've got some big galleries that hand sign galleries that gallery wraps that I'm trying to sell. So I understand the related products link, and so I will put that on my growing list of things to do for January 1st. So,
there you go.
Awesome,
Andy.
Well, that was it. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Andy.
Oh, I'm gonna email you that client name and
please do
right now before I forget, because I'd almost forgotten again.
Please do. I'll look for it because people have to tell me, because I get about 5,000-6,000 emails in my inbox every day. So you have to tell me. So I'll go search for it because
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it as soon as you mute me, which is right now.
All right, Andy.
All right.
Enjoy your holidays.
You
Merry
too.
Christmas. Happy New Year. Wish you all the success 2022. Okay, let's go on to iPhone. Hey, iPhone. How is it going? I think you'll have to unmute on your end.
Okay. Oh, you can hear me
There you
now?
go. Yep, loud and clear.
Okay. I'm brand new.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah. And so this is my first tech meeting. I'm just kind of
Mhm.
observing and listening. So I'm working with your gal, Arya. Nig?
Ira. Yep.
How do you say her name again?
Ira.
Ida. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, to set up the website. So my question to you is, as far as the format that she'll help me with, I'll be doing artists, original works, both limited edition and original works as a fine artist painter. I also do photography, and then I also do, I'll be releasing a book in 2022. And then there's music as well. I have a CD that's on Amazon and all of that. So which format would you say? Because would it be a gallery format or would it be an artist with all the different categories? I mean, how would you first go
Ooh,
about?
that's a tough one. That's a
Yeah.
tough one. So
that
You
is
guys-
my main, that's the
you
main
guys
thing
are
right
not
now.
pulling your punches today on me. Okay.
So right now, I know I'm trying to answer the form to set things up. I don't really fall under the artist category.
Yeah.
Maybe the artist
don't.
category, and then you would have categories. That's my
Yes.
guess.
Yes, that's what I would do. So
Okay.
you're in a similar situation to what we had before with Marty. She does sculptures, she does, all of these merch items, all of these different things. So do you. So again, my advice would be, no matter how many products you offer on your site,
Mhm.
just have like a guiding star that everything should be smooth and clean. People shouldn't be looking for things on your site and going left and right and getting lost and stuff like that. So the quantity of products is not paramount. The organization of those is paramount.
Right.
So what I would do is, because now when it comes to music, and let's just start with that. You're selling those on Amazon. You're selling albums on Amazon, right?
Well, it's
Or
on
individual
Spotify.
songs.
There's an album, and then there's individual songs off the album, and this is from 1998 when it was released. So it's on Spotify, it's on Amazon Music, it's on Amazon Music, it's on Apple Music, it's on all of them. It's there. So I mean, if you search by the title of the album or the name of the group, then it would pop up, and you could and it's on iHeartRadio, it's on everything, so it's there.
Got it.
So I guess what I'm trying to say, it doesn't have much traffic. Actually, it does. Because it's now on Amazon Music Unlimited, because it's selling, and I haven't done a darn thing. I don't even get the royalties right now because I haven't worked with it. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I would try to figure out how to link it to those sites, and then also be able to sell it on the site that I set up through you folks as well, the individual CD. So, or to where they can download, stream it, and then order it that way per song or by album. But that's not the big thing right now. So right now I'll be releasing an original piece of art that's already that's going to be going into limited edition, and then artist proofs. And then I also want to do merch with that as well. So I'll set all that up. So maybe you can tell me which artist website or storefront that you would recommend for me to look at that would give me an idea as far as like format, based on just what I explained. So you said Marty?
But Marty's site is kind of under construction still.
Okay.
Let me think about that one for a second, and then I can coordinate with Ira, and she can send you some sites over. I can't remember the names from the top of my head, but we have a list somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure to just go through that list and just send you some examples.
Okay. So just to give you an idea, I liked Della Gallery, even though they're photographers, and then the other artist, Steve Dragon. maybe. So Steve Dragon's site was quite nice the way it was set up, as far as all the different, being a fine artist. So anyway, that was, but there's so many others on your, that I have no
Absolutely,
idea.
yeah, and the layouts aren't that different, right? So the layouts aren't that different. So you can use other sites for like guidance and to see how other people are doing it. But again,
Right.
the guiding star should always be that your site needs to be smooth sailing. Yeah,
Yep.
okay, I want music, this is where I go. I want originals, this is where I go. I want prints, this is where I go. Merch is over here, right? So everything has to be like, this is today's day and age, right? You're living in like a Gen Z age, right? Everything is on a fingertip, right? If it's not, then people are dropping off and you don't want that. So it's just about organization. So we would have to prioritize your navigation bar. Navigation bars should always go in one line, for sure. So if you have to get the FAQs out, get the FAQs out. If you have to get about the artist into the footer, get about the artist into the footer. So, just prioritize things and always have in mind that pages that make you money are the priority, right? So they're like shop art, shop originals, music, stuff like that. When it comes to organizing the merch and organizing the originals, that's what our sites do basically. So you can create the original product, and when you complete it and when you're ready to publish it, sell it as an original, sell it as prints as well if you want, and sell merch of it, all under one setup. Because the way that our sites are set up, they're connected automatically to the merch vendor called Guten. Now, regardless of which other fine art vendor you're connected to, Guten will stay there. You can enable it or disable it anytime you want on your site, right? So basically what you would do is you would have to resize. So that's the tricky part. Every merch item has its own, not really required, aspect ratio and dimensions, so to speak, in pixels, but recommended, highly recommended, right? So if you have a coffee mug, right, you're not going to have a portrait image on it. It has to be like a panoramic wraparound image. When you have a phone case, it's a complete opposite thing, right? It has to be a portrait. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not going to be the hardest part about the setup is going to be selecting the merch types according to the aspect ratio of the piece itself, right?
Got it.
And you have to do that with every piece.
Yes.
Which is of course not that big of a deal, right?
Does Guten handle all the merch types?
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
Okay.
All the merch types. Coasters and greeting cards, like those greeting cards, are handled by the fine art vendor. Those are the only merch types that the fine art, Bayphoto or Graphic Dimensions.
Bayphoto,
yeah, Bayphoto. Okay. So they handle those. Everything else like t-shirts, mugs, puzzles, yoga mats, calendars, stuff like that, all of that is handled by Guten.
Okay.
When it comes to music, yeah, definitely you can interlink the product to any external platform you would like. You can just leave create a button or leave a link in there. You can also have a standard product. That's how we call them. They're products in the standard store that don't really fit anything that hangs on a wall, right? They can be anything from a song to a sculpture, right? Basically, you can the way you want to set it up, where somebody can purchase the whole album.
Yeah.
One thing isn't really clear to me is the delivery of that album.
Yeah.
Is it going to be physically delivered or is it going to be digitally downloaded?
Right now,
how do you want to set that up?
Well, kind of both. So you could do it digitally downloaded, because that's how they do it, on the other sites. But I could do it also on this site if possible. And then also, I only have about 1,000 quantity of inventory physical CDs. So in other words, the record label went out of business. It was back in New York, but with COVID and everything, is no longer doing that. So the original thing, if I wanted to keep sending people CDs, I would have to have a reprint after the first 1,000 ran out. So I mean, that's the 1,000 that the original music label gave me, and I have it stored. And so I haven't gone out there and marketed it that's mine to keep, but I would So I have a very limited edition supply. So it would have to be,
Digital,
let's say.
The main
But I
main
have,
selling point would be
but the
digital,
nice thing
right?
is I have the Master Gold CD where they could replicate and make additional from it. So it's not a problem. It's just finding the right firm that could do that. So
right. But for starters, like just if you would launch your site tomorrow, digital kind of way of delivering it would be the main one, right? And then you can have like
correct.
a limited edition physical CD if somebody wants that shipped over to them.
Exactly.
So they would have to be two different products in that case.
Yep.
Two different products. One would be digital, one would be a CD, right? One would
Yep.
be the album. And you can interlink those products as well. You can just,
Okay.
if you want a digital download, click here. We would set up, Ira can do this for you. You would set up a product that triggers a digital link to be sent over to the customer once it's purchased. So somebody will be able to complete the purchase in both ways of setting it up. So they purchase on your site. Basically, there are no fees for that one, right? So our Aristophanes does not take a cut from standard products, and there's no fulfillment fees or anything like that. So you basically only have transaction fees, right? The payment transaction, bank transaction fees. So I'm telling you this so that you have an idea when you're formulating the price.
Right.
So basically, two different products: one digitally downloaded, one regular purchase where you would ship the physical CD over. You can even have like a sample music on it. You can embed an audio file on the site. If you have that, or you can create that, that would be cool. If you want to sell individual songs, or just like have individual sample songs and then link to a streaming service, that can be done as well. Not sure how that would be done. I think it would have to be like a separate product for each song. But that's not a problem. We can create like links and stuff like that in your navigation bar and on the product as well. So somebody can just click on an individual song that they want to stream, and they'll be led to a separate product where they would be able to complete the purchase and get the link or whatever. So yeah, definitely a lot of ideas there. A lot of ways you can set this up, and a lot of work involved.
Yes,
right. It's but I think it can look very, very good. I think everything can be like consolidated in one place in a very, very good way.
Right.
It will just have to be a grind for like a couple of days at least, right? Until you get everything together and then just upload it to the site. But yeah, for sure. I mean, we can. So I think Ida will complete the basic setup of your site, like under the hood stuff, all the connections and everything like that.
Yeah.
But then if you have that package, I don't know if sales still offer that, with like 2 months of account manager after that, like 2 months free account manager, which you can use to set this up, because this setup of music and stuff like that isn't really included in the Get Live, because it's just a basic setup of the site, right? Just getting the payment transaction set up and stuff like that.
But if I have Ara that's helping me to create the website, then she could at least set up the format for all that, including
absolutely. Yeah, she can set the format, right? She can set the frame, the frame for it, right? But if you would like somebody to kind of walk you through the individual product setup and all of that stuff, which I would recommend using the account manager service that kind of comes into the package. I think with Get Live, you get Get Live plus 2 months of account manager service. But I think you can cover that with Ida. I think she will have the details of that on your plan and everything like that.
Sure.
So just send her over, and I can actually get in touch with Ida and just explain.
I have a meeting with her at 5 p.m. today Central Time.
There you go.
So
Awesome.
I'll be doing. I have to send over the form to her, anytime. But I wanted to ask you that first of all, because I had to choose between gallery or artist, and I chosen the gallery because I figured I could probably put the categories under the artist, because the art, where you have art, music, book, whatever it might be, and then under the art you would have the different categories of art.
Yes, absolutely. So it can definitely be set up. It's just it just has to be organized and very well thought out. And we can definitely assist you with that, all the setup and ideas and stuff like that. So Once it's done, you can even pop it in Smallwinds for other artists' input, right?
Yep.
And that's important. You know, that's kind of thing that kind of flies under the radar.
Now,
We
one
are
other,
tech people here, right? And when,
Oh,
you,
yeah,
when you send stuff over to other artists, they will be able to give you some feedback from a different perspective, right?
sure.
Which is good, right?
Yeah. One last thing. When you're, when I'm filling out this form right now, I haven't secured the domain names for my independent site. So right now, obviously, when you're setting up your business name, that could change because the domain may not be available. So is that okay? So just to get something started right now, in other words, I haven't gone in and secured a domain name yet in order to finalize what the business name should
Absolutely.
be based on the domain. So is it okay if I go ahead and set that up, and then when I meet with her today, is saying I'll have to confirm what if the domain name is available, and we may have to change the business
So
name.
you can fill everything else but the domain and send it
Okay.
over the form so she can get started on the site. Domain
Okay.
is just one part of the site setup. There's
Exactly.
a lot of other things going on that she can work on while you wait for the domain. And when you purchase a domain, there will be a couple of days kind of waking up time, we
Yeah.
call it here. So like 2 or 3 days, depending on the registrar.
And
yeah, so that's
when you're shopping for the domain names, I know you have the different sites that the webs or the different ones you could go to. So it looks like, again, you just have to shop around and look to see what the best value is that may, whether you go through GoDaddy or, one of the others. You just have to kind of compare to figure out what one is offering the best deal that's appropriate for you. Is that kind of how you do it as well?
well, yeah. So
I know
usually
you recommend
GoDaddy. Yeah. The GoDaddy is a recommendation, not only because they're very competitive in their prices, and the prices are like for a first year, they can be like $1.30 or something like that. And the second year will be like $30 or something, So it's not really that much, right? But it's not only the price, right? There is a lot more involved than the price. The setup, the maintenance, what happens when their server goes down. Can I reach out to their support and figure out what's going on? Because our storefront support is there for you, but sometimes things are out of our hands. Right? Domain registrar's servers fall down. There's nothing we can do about that. So you have to go to the domain registrar's support, and not everybody has good support. Let me tell you that. So not everybody has good support.
Well, that's why I'm asking you this. Because there's Network Solutions, Namecheap, Bluehost. There's a bunch of them like that apart from GoDaddy. So
scratch Bluehost from there, please. So I just had like 2 weeks ago. I was 2.5 hours on support with Bluehost.
Oh, geez.
For easiest thing in the world. I literally told the agent what to do, and I was like, had to wait for like 2 hours for them to figure out what's wrong, and then I had to wait for 3 days for it to propagate. So just avoid Bluehost. It's really, and they're good. Like they're formidable. Their sites are stable and domains are very good, but it's that support, that waiting 3 days, losing 3 days for nothing, right? And GoDaddy has a very good support. Actually, they have they're every time I interacted with GoDaddy, or Namecheap for that matter, everything went like very smoothly. Like they got things done in like 5 minutes. So, and that's what's important, right? And even if you have to pay a few dollars extra for that, then that's a good deal, right? Because it just saves you a lot of time. So that's why we recommend, we have like a list of registrars we recommend. We're not affiliated with any registrar or anything like that. It's just because based on our experience, right? We just, worked with these for years, and we know exactly, okay, don't go there, guys.
I think the three that she recommended was a GoDaddy, Network Solutions, and then Namecheap.
Network Solutions I would put as a number 3 option in there, because Network Solutions is very slow in their propagation time. So you would make a DNS change and you would have to wait for a couple of hours to see the change reflected on your DNS settings, which is not the case with GoDaddy, or not the case with Network Solutions, or Google for that matter, or Bluehost is very good for that, right? But their support is sucks on the other end. So, Google is very good. Also, you might want to check that one out. Google Domains, GoDaddy, and Namecheap,
Namecheap?
right?
Namecheap?
Yeah.
What about Namecheap?
And
you haven't
Namecheap
talked
is
about
good.
them at all.
I haven't interacted with them a lot over the years, but
Okay.
from the agents that have, I hear that they're pretty good.
Okay. All right, that helps. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
I think that's it for the moment. That gets me kind of up to speed to know how to fill out the form and get ready for her this afternoon. And then knowing, going from there. It was great listening to your other people who called in for support. It gave me kind of a good overview.
Absolutely. And we do these sessions every day. Like we do these sessions Monday through Friday. It's, every day we're here for 2 hours and we just answer people's questions. And we have a bunch of different workshops as well for marketing, for, new folks, onboarding workshop tomorrow at 10 a.m. You're likely invited to that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be just a lot of workshops, and Zoom format is just very efficient in answering questions. So yeah, that's just what we go for.
Okay, because I downloaded your December calendar and I saw all that. So that's why I'm here today.
There you go. They're all in the calendar. Yep.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye. All right. We have Lynn and Eva up next. Let's see. Oh, Line, actually. Sorry for that name. I think you'll have to unmute on your end.
Hi, Marco. It's Lynn. How are you?
Lynn, I got it right from first attempt. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So I have my site up, I think. I just wanted you to have a look at it, just to kind of critique it a little bit. I don't feel like the theme is right for it. I'm not sure, and I don't know how to change that. I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
Let's see. Okay.
And I was trying to remove something out of the vintage photo area, and I wasn't quite sure how to do that.
Mhm.
I'm not so.
Okay.
So like the one that has the abstract, I'm trying to get it out of vintage. That one there, but I don't know what your thoughts are on how it's set up.
Okay, so you have, I think, like 4, 8, 9 galleries. So what I would do, are these like categories, or is just one image here?
I know, I'm not sure what I was supposed to do. I did pay for Get Live, the package with someone to set it up. But I wasn't clear on, I guess, my part on what I was supposed to do.
So basically the agent will reach out to you with instructions on what to do. You need to fill in the form, provide some basic info about you, about your art, about, some few images for the agent to upload. And then basically from there on in, the agent would set up your site for you, right? You wouldn't have to do anything in that regard.
Well, that's, I've been doing this for like a month now. And
has no one reached out to you?
Yeah, no, everybody's been really good. I'm just not understanding why it still looks the way it looks. And I paid to get it set up. I'm not sure if that's my fault or.
No, so basically what the Get Live service means, Get Live service doesn't do layouts or anything like that. Get Live service is for the back-end setup, like under the hood setup. So all the wires need to be in correct places and money has to know where to go when somebody makes a purchase, and, domain has to work and stuff like that. So that's what the Get Live service does. That's the initial site setup part. Right? So getting your business information, taxes set up, getting your shipping set up, getting all of that stuff set up in the back end. So when somebody wants to order something, everything goes smoothly. When it comes to the layout and then, the aesthetics of the site, so to speak, what you can do, you can book a regular 30-minute tech support call where you can kind of brainstorm ideas with an agent. or just kind of see, what you're looking to do, and then they can walk you through and tell you, hey, this is going to be a huge setup, doesn't really make sense, or isn't really worth the time, or they will tell you this is a great idea. It's just a brainstorming session of how you can lay everything out.
Is
And
there
the way
someone
you
you
have
could
it right
recommend?
now. Oh, absolutely. I can have you with Berlin, our agent. That's probably our best call agent that we have. She has that creative side to her, so she will definitely assist you there. And she has a lot of experience actually working here, so it's going to be that and her creative side.
That's what I
So,
need.
Yeah. So basically, the way you have it right now is okay, right? It's not wrong. It's just not. What I would do is I would add like bestsellers in here or some catch-all category, right? Like, Lynn's favorites or something like that. As opposed to having everything kind of all over the place, just have one category that consolidates the best work from every one of these. And then if somebody wants something specific, then, they'll be able to browse the specific categories, so rodeos, landscapes, island life, and stuff like that. Vintage racing cars, that's great. But if somebody is not interested in a specific subject matter, so to speak, they'll have the bestsellers gallery there, right? And they can just click there and they'll see best images from vintage race cars and island life and sports and ballerina and stuff like that. So all of the images from there will be also in the bestsellers category. So that's what I would recommend, just to kind of close the loop on this one, right? Everything else looks good, right? Everything else is pretty clean, pretty open. I know where to go if I want something. It's just, getting that bestsellers in there, and then we can have like a Berlin give you a call.
Yeah.
Let me see what we have.
That would be great.
tomorrow
See,
or-
this is my dad's artwork, and he was a photojournalist. And these are a lot of vintage, a lot of older photos of, movie stars. And I've only, and I don't know what I can put up there from what I can't put up there just yet, like Charlton Heston, can I put a photo of him up there without getting huge trouble?
Oh yeah, that's something that I would definitely check with like a lawyer or somebody.
Yeah.
What's the repercussions of that? Yeah, so that's definitely something that's kind of a legal matter, right?
Yeah,
Can you do
because there's a
that?
lot of gorgeous photos too of what he did for way back then. So I've got like thousands of pictures. Yeah. So if I could have someone help me to just kind of organize it maybe. And also I'm going to need some help in marketing, I guess, with Facebook and Instagram. And you guys have a meeting at 4:30 this afternoon, I think someone does.
Well, so these meetings are marketing tech workshops. Now, the most efficient way to utilize a marketing tech workshop is to know specifically what you're asking, right? So you can't just go in there and say, hey, I need help with my Facebook ads. Everybody needs help with Facebook ads, right? But if you go in there and say, hey guys, I'm trying to place an ad and my targeted audience is giving me an error that says this, right? It says this message to me. So you come to them with a specific question, right? Now, I just took Facebook ads as an example to kind of explain my point, but you should never be doing Facebook ads right away, right? That's something that's a year from now, right? But generally setting up your social media, setting up your, everything organically as much as you can before you start, pumping money into ads would be the best way to go about this. So you need to get some basic traffic and get some basic traction, right? Yeah, traction is the word I was looking for. Get some basic traction to kind of get people interested in your art, and then you can find more of those people, right? That's the most efficient way to use social media.
How do I do that? Who do I go see for that?
So you just go through the steps. You just go through the motions. We got you covered for everything. So basically, when you set up your site, complete that get live, you organize everything the way you want it organized as, and then you hop on to the marketing launch workshop. We give you a detailed feedback on your site, just from the marketing perspective. And we show you where to start marketing, how to most efficiently do this through campaigns that kind of encircle everything, that include everything, social media, email support, everything, just include everything in like a one package type of thing.
Mhm.
So these campaigns are most efficient things to do when you're launching your site. But
Mhm.
you just, regardless of what campaign it is, if it's a giveaway or whatever it is on the calendar right now, just to have like a campaign that includes everybody on your social media and everybody that's on your list and friends, family, just to expand your reach as much as you can on day one, right? When it comes to the rest of the year, right, month and year and week, right, if you want to look at per week, then our marketing calendar has you covered for that. So basically just following the steps on the marketing calendar, where you're just following the same macro strategies and the general idea on, okay, this month I want to have this many followers and this many leads, and this is the campaigns that I need to be doing, right? So marketing calendar has you covered for that, right? So it's written by a marketing team. It's literally the best in the business, nothing like it out there. They're at, basically just proven strategies mixed in with new explorations, so to speak. So that's kind of a perfect mix of the two. So follow the launch sequence. Once that is done, you will have the basic knowledge of how to use the tools needed for you to follow the calendar. So you will know when somebody says, hey, send out a MailChimp campaign, you'll know, oh, okay, I've done that already. I know how that is done, right? So the first campaigns are made to show you how this is done, and plus to include everybody on your list and every friend and family and stuff like that.
Okay, sorry, the launch sequence you were saying, where do I find that? Is that
on the marketing launch workshop? So marketing launch workshop is the place that you will end up when your site goes live. So those are done Wednesday at 1 p.m. James can send you the recording of the one we did last week. Just James, please check if I've added the video in there. I could have not added the video in there.
Sure.
And if I did, just send the link in the chat, please, so Lynn can see how that looks like. So there will be a presentation in the beginning, and the presentation will walk you through the marketing resources and walk you through what you need to do, to initiate the launch sequence. Now, launch sequence is a little bit different at this time of the year because it's like the year end. Christmas is just over, New Year's is coming, so we're focusing a little bit more on sales, other than, as opposed to focusing on lead generation. So that's kind of a little bit of a shift of focus in these last 2 months. But throughout the rest of the year, if you want to kick things off in January 1st, then you might as well do that while the site is ready and you get these layouts all sorted out the way you like it. So if you're starting January 1st or January 3rd or whatever, just follow the new website launch giveaway, and just follow that campaign. It's like a 14-day campaign. And yeah, that's the launch sequence basically. Just follow the steps in there.
Okay. Just send me the person that can help me make my site look fabulous.
Don't worry, I will. So does Wednesday afternoon work for you?
Oh, Tuesday.
Tuesday is kind of full.
Oh, is it?
We can have like 3:30. Oh, no, we can have 3. Let's say 3 p.m. Tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect.
Got it. Okay, James, can you book Lynn, please, for 3 p.m. tomorrow and put Berlin on it?
Oh, sure. All right.
Thank you, man.
Perfect.
There you go, Lynn.
Okay.
Leaving you in the capable hands of Berlin.
Great.
I love her.
Yes, I can tell. So, yeah, thanks, Marco. You've been absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
And
My pleasure.
look forward to hearing from Berlin.
Yep.
Well,
Sounds
happy
good.
New Year.
Happy New Year, Lynn.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, got Eva and Elaine up next. Hello, Eva. Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. Hope you all had a good holiday.
Yep.
I have probably a fast question. I have a shipment that I sent to my son and his fiance that didn't get there. It tracked all the way to Virginia and they live about 10 miles from Dulles, and that's the last thing that was listed in the tracking. How do
where
I
was that
go
shipped
about
from?
trying to find this? It was through Guten. It was 3 ornaments,
Hmm.
and they
Guten,
never received it. The last thing on the tracking list was December 19th. So I don't know
Oh,
if
I
it
see.
fell behind a file
December.
cabinet
Oh
at
my
the
God.
post office or what. And that's the other thing is it started out UPS and then they handed it off to the post office. So
Ah, Jesus Christ.
I
that's
don't know
like-
how to find it.
That's like, you know what's the worst with fulfillment issues? It's this literal thing. Finding where the package is from UPS to USPS to you know, you can't just, somebody misses a step somewhere and the package is gone. It's literally, it's like so what we do in these situations, if we can't find it like right away, we just print another one and send it over, you know, send another package at our
Okay.
cost, you know, you don't have to pay anything. So that's what we do, because there's absolutely nothing we can do, right? And it's really frustrating. And these are
Right.
really frustrating things. So why don't you send an email to the address that I just put in the chat, guten@artstorefriends.com. Send them over the order number. That's something they must have. So they can track exactly where their order number is. They can reach out to Guten. Guten has a different tracking method for their orders. So they can either, from Guten's side,
Okay.
reach out to post office, see if they can find it. If they can't, then we will issue a reprint and send it over free of charge for you, of course.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Awesome. Did you get that email from the chat?
Yeah. The Guten at our storefronts.
That's the one. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Yep.
was
Hope you
all
find that
I had
package.
for today.
Awesome. Hope you find that package,
Thank
and
you. I
it's there in time
appreciate it.
for the holidays. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Take care.
You too. Okay, let's see. Elaine up next. Hello, Elaine.
Good morning. I am attempting to change the bump order item, and I loaded it into onto the folder, but I'm not quite sure how to. I'm getting lost in the translation there. So how to do it. And it might be that I just had, too much good stuff over the weekend and my brain isn't working as well as it ought to, but
We're not here to judge.
hey,
worry.
I know that I'm in good company, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So I had the little puddle dancer ornament and I want to change it to the Hope and Dreams tote bag. And I've got a screenshot of the tote bag so that it can be separated out. And it's under the gift shop. I think I loaded it into the gift
No,
shop.
it had to be a standard store.
Or greeting cards. I'm sorry, greeting cards. That's what it was.
Got it.
Yes. So. Because I'm not using greeting cards particularly. So I suppose I could rename that folder. Yeah. See.
Oh, so you would like this one? Okay.
That one instead. Yes.
I see. So that should be an easy fix. So you go to Jump to and you go to Revenue Boosters.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of a new tab we added up there.
Yeah. And
so you have upsell and bump.
Yeah.
Right. So what you do is you edit bump product here.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. You disconnect it first, and then you connect the bag. So we go to disconnect here.
Okay.
And now we connect another one. Oh, what was the name? Sorry.
Yeah.
Copy this thing over here. Find. There it is. Choose. Okay.
Okay.
And that's fixed.
All right.
So let's just test it, right?
Okay.
Because we like to check things always 2 or 3 times just to make sure.
I appreciate that. I do things too. It's like, checking the stove and the doors are locked.
Okay, so here we go. Continue instant checkout. Let's see if it shows as the tote bag. There you go.
Okay, and now I just have to put the price in and see if they.
Yes.
Now, is it recommended that I do that at a little discount? from
No.
the-
Don't
No?
discount your order bumps. No.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, don't price it like $200 or anything like
No,
that.
no, but I mean, I don't want to, I didn't know whether I should offer it as just a little bit less than,
As long as you don't discount it per se, right? If you don't say, hey, it's discounted or anything like
Uh-huh.
that, you can, if it's a fixed price that, you can just add whichever price makes sense
Oh,
to
yeah,
you, but
no, this, it's.
don't
the-
say it's discounted, right? That's
Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
that's the thing.
Will do. Okay, that's basically what I was struggling with this morning. And in the meantime, if I don't see you online over the next week, which I probably will, because I lurk. I love, I guess I get as much information listening to everybody else's stuff as I do finding things on my own. So
Yep.
this is just, it's like sitting in a lecture, letting somebody else ask all the questions. So this is my university.
Awesome.
So you have a good one. Bye all, and I'll see you on the next one.
Awesome, Malay.
Bye.
And if I don't see you personally, then I wish you all the best in the 2022
All
year.
right. Well, I'll
All
be
right.
here. Bye.
All right. Bye. Oh, oops. Wrong button there. Okay, everybody. Looks like we're out of questions. So if anybody else has any questions, feel free to raise your hands. Otherwise, I think we are ready to wrap it up at this point. Oh, okay, Claudette has a, I didn't mean physically. There's a feature in Zoom that you can use to. You have to click the unmute button. That's there you go. Gotcha now. There you go. Hey guys, how are you?
My husband's going to take the stage.
Okay. Oh, you got muted, guys. Sorry. Let's fix that. Let's do that one more time. So there should be host ask you to unmute on your screen, or if you don't see it, then you can.
Yeah,
There you go. There you go. You're
Okay,
good now.
so we didn't have much activity going on last week with Ira because of the
Mhm.
holiday, I suppose.
Yep.
But hopefully we can get going again. And we just need to, we're not getting communication back from her to find out if she's receiving what we're sending.
Oh, okay.
The form and the pictures and so on and so forth.
Well, I can definitely check that for you because it's we've had especially in the last week, emails, just people weren't seeing the emails, so they were ending up in spam or anything like that. So I gotta make sure it's not that. I'll get in touch with Ira for sure, and I have to get in touch with Ira for a couple of things actually. And yeah, I can definitely ask her what's going on.
My
Don't
last
worry about it.
email to her, I asked her if she did receive them, and no
Yep,
response.
will
back.
do.
Okay,
Will
that's
do,
the main thing
100%.
right now. We're just new and trying to get it figured out and get set up. And
One step at a time, just one step
Yeah.
at a time.
I want to say thank you for your simple explanations for things. So
Thank you.
you
Thank
do
you.
a
My
good
pleasure.
job.
My pleasure. Simple
That
is always
doesn't
the
mean
best.
I understand it, but
You don't understand it yet.
no,
But you will.
It
You
feels
will.
like it feels like
You will. It's like,
singing an
imagine,
ocean.
guys, if you were teaching me how to paint or photograph, I would be the worst student you ever had in your life. Like you would be,
Oh yeah.
oh my God, you would throw me out in like 2 days. So, I
That's
mean, but
right.
eventually I would get it. Eventually, right? So
Stay with it. Yeah.
that's how it is. Yep. If you stay with it, there you go.
Well, we're
All right,
gonna
guys.
be there. So
Yep.
anything else?
Thank you very much. We'll be in touch.
You're welcome.
Have a
You're
great day
welcome.
there.
You too. You too.
And paint a picture.
Ah, no. Sorry, I muted you. Oh my God, you just hit the buzzer. You can unmute now. Sorry. I hate when that happens.
Unmute. Are we
Yeah,
on?
there you go. You're good.
I
You're
said,
good.
and paint a picture in the new year.
Oh, will do. Will do. I have a toddler, 3 years old toddler, and he's painting pictures all over. I have one up on the wall. You don't see it. It's blurred because it's a mess, but
Well, we'll be
yeah,
looking for.
we're learning together.
Okay.
I'm almost 30 and he's like 3, so we're good. We'll get there.
That's a fun combination.
Oh,
30.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, if an elephant can paint a picture.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. All right, y'all.
You know you're
Enjoy the
smarter
new year,
than an
guys.
elephant, yeah.
Oh, I
Okay.
wouldn't bet on that. It's a smart little thing.
Okay,
All right.
righty, bye-bye.
Enjoy the new year, guys.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Okay, I see you, Sonja, over there. I just have Rex and Jane before you, but I see you. Hey, Rex.
Hey, Marco.
Hey, how are you?
I had a question. I had received some things to do for a list to correct my site. It still hasn't really gone active yet, but I was wondering if you could look at it right quick and see how it's going.
So if it's is it like an email technical site audit list that you've
It
filed
was
for?
from Xavier, and they said that scheduled a technical site audit, but I never did get it.
Okay, so we can have that. So because these things, I'm happy to look at it. Don't get me wrong, but these things require like 30-minute in-depth check of everything on your site. We want to make sure that we don't miss anything, and we want to make sure that everything is functioning correctly. So I can have that in your inbox by the end of the day, in your email inbox, the list, and then we can schedule a call. We have Wednesday open, Wednesday afternoon, if that works for you, to go over the results. Xavier, it's Lynn has a call tomorrow at 3, not Wednesday at 3. Oh, no, Xavier, sorry,
I was
James.
working with Xavier as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we can have you Wednesday 2:30 or 3 p.m. Central. Does that work for you?
3
For like a
p.m.
one-on-one call?
3
Okay.
p.m.
Okay. Don't worry, Rex. So we will have technical site audited by the end of the day in your inbox. You will get like an evaluation of your site. We'll take a look at where the site is currently and what we need to do to get it up and running. And then we can prioritize on the call. We can use the call to kind of walk you through all of the steps that you need to take. And then, just work from there, right? Book another call if needed and just get you up and running as soon as possible.
Okay, sounds great.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you. James, it's Rex at 3 p.m. Wednesday, and Lynn is tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so you double book that over with Linda over there. Okay. I think you can just reschedule the one that you've booked.
Oh yeah.
You just change the date on the thing. Yeah.
Wednesday for
That
Rex
should work.
and Lynn for Tuesday, 3 p.m.
Yep. No, it's Rex is Wednesday and Lynn is tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, we got Jane up next. Hello, Jane, and then Sonja.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So, yeah, I always learn a lot just listening in. So I'm sitting in that awful purgatory of Facebook not acknowledging my business. And now we have missed the whole giveaway. And I was to be in touch with Luca, and that hasn't happened. And I haven't heard from Facebook or anybody, and everything's disconnected. So I know I'm not the first to have this conversation.
Oh, I heard about that. You got the you got zucked.
Hey, don't say that out loud.
Oh my God.
Well, I know.
Well, Zuck's got you. Oh, I heard about that actually, because we were talking
Marco,
about
that
it.
is not, I do not want to be known for this stuff. So,
no, you're not. We actually had a few. We actually had a few artists. And you know Joanna from our team, our development lead. She got that as well, just from posting in Small Wins. I don't know what happened, but it's just Facebook banning accounts left and right. I don't know what's going on. So if you're in touch with Luca, I will definitely get in touch with him today to see what we can do about that. It's usually the path of reaching out to Facebook support and hoping you get a human.
Right.
Literally, like hoping you get a human. If you get in touch with a human, then everything is easy. Now you might get in touch with a human in 10 minutes or in 10 days. No rules, right? So
Right,
Luca
so-
can definitely help you through that, right? Through those weeds of Facebook support.
Right. Well, see, from my perspective, it looks like they know you hacked them because that's what Art Storefront is capable of doing, to actually know the system. This is all private. Nobody knows what we're saying.
Yeah.
It seems, from my knowledge, it seems like, which isn't a lot, that they're on to us about of algorithms and ways to sort of infiltrate their system. So I just don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do from here. Am I supposed to take
So
down that?
basically no, what we're doing here is we're not infiltrating anything. It's just we're logging. So what Facebook has a problem with is people logging in from different locations in the world to the same account. For some reason, they have a problem with that. Our Instagram account, our Storefront's Instagram account got banned because of that. We had an agent in Philippines working on that account. And then
Yeah.
Taylor from our marketing team got logged in and account just got shut down. Like it was just two different locations, and it makes zero sense. We
Yeah,
got it back
we-
eventually, right?
Right. Well, we've jumped through all the hoops. I've sent my driver's license. I feel
Oh my
like
God, yeah.
I know, I'm up to.
Yep, that's it.
but-
That's it.
Yeah, but I don't know. And the more you read, maybe Facebook isn't the answer, actually, because this is pretty ridiculous. So okay, one, I want to hear from Luca. Two is, should I be doing, I can go to my personal account and just say, forget the giveaway. I don't exactly know what to do as far as like, it's supposed to be over. I'm supposed to announce it today. Well, I knew something was wrong from the beginning because I got like 20 people versus like
Mhm.
300 my first time. So
Yeah.
so get Marco to call me, I guess. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Just let it sit there, even though.
So I don't know. I don't know where the process is currently at. I mean, if you're pretty much at the end of the process and you've sent them your driver's license and a proof of your identity, then I assume they'll enable your account pretty soon, because that's what they asked of us, right? They asked for proof of identity, and they enable our account pretty quickly. So if your account is about to get enabled in like 2 or 3 days, then maybe just wait that period out and then launch the giveaway. But I'll have to consult with Luke on that, because he'll reach out to you today for sure. I think he was either on vacation last week or something.
Vacation. You guys go on vacation?
Holidays. Not all of us.
Really?
Not all of us.
Well,
We're
listen,
human, believe it or not.
Oh, thank you for all your help. I just was like, well, I just need a big nudge because
Yeah, it's just been crazy. It's been happening all over the
Yeah,
place. I don't know what.
I have time to get
yeah.
back and make some more
Oh, yeah.
ROI. All right, well, happy New
Oh,
Year.
absolutely. Happy New Year,
Okay.
Jane. Happy
Thanks,
to hear from
bye.
you. Bye-bye. Okay. Now where's Sonja? There's Sonja. Oh, no, sorry, Jane. I unmuted you again. I wanted to unmute Sonja. There you go. Hello, Sonja. How are you? You'll have to hit the unmute button on your end, I think. There you go.
Nice to meet you, finally.
Nice to meet you
So,
too.
Yeah. So,
So how do you pronounce your name? Because in Serbian we have
Sunja.
Sonja.
It's
We have
just
Sonja
Sunja.
in Serbian.
No.
Oh, Sunja.
Sunja.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, like as
Got
soon
it,
as
Sunja.
possible, Sunja.
Ah, got it. Because
Yeah.
in Serbia we have Sonja, which is with one O. And it's
I
like
know.
a Serbian
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
Nobody knows how to say my name, so it's okay. Hey, so I've been member since September, and I got a service for a web builder. I think Tanya is the one that worked with me. There was always been a little issue, and it's right now it's the worst time. When you go through my website, it looks like ASF account rather than my website. Can you go into my website?
Absolutely. Give me a second. Pull it up.
Because when I go to the different pages, it's got edit sign on it, like I suppose edit something. Why is that?
Just pulling it up. Sorry, it's giving me this spinning thing. And okay, here we go. Oh, it's Lazy River Gallery, right?
Mhm.
Got it. Okay. So you have your admin panel, right? Your back end of your site, the back office, as you call it, right? Site manager. And this is where you control your site, right? This is the back end of your site where you create everything. Preview site will give you the back end of your front end, so to speak. This is the front end. So in here, you'll be able to edit the content on your site because you are logged in as an administrator to the site.
Yeah, but when I go
So-
to www Lazy River Gallery, it's a regular website. There shouldn't be. Why is that an edit sign comes on?
Edit what? Oh no, it doesn't come on the www page. It
But
just comes
I-
on the. It just comes on the sonjakuk.rostofront.com.
We're supposed to comes in ASF site, but
Mhm.
not regular my website. Go look at
Yeah.
the print and or gift shop.
Okay, let's see. What do we have? Print here. Oh, I know what's happening. It reverts me back.
Well,
Let me fix
I don't
that.
understand why that
Yeah.
happened.
I understand. I don't, but I know how to fix it. So here's the easiest fix. Don't laugh. But I'm just gonna do this and put it back. It's saved, and yeah, it's fixed. So what happens is navigation bar is built in a programming language called JavaScript, right? Now, JavaScript is a little bit temperamental, so to speak, and it gets stuck in some kind of a loop that has to be poked to work again, right? So the equivalent of you kicking your computer and it starts working. So this is what we just did here. So basically, let's test this, right? So we're going to go back to your site and see if prints takes me back. Okay, it works now. So it stays on the, you see that? So it stays on
Okay.
the
Go
on
to the other
www
side.
version.
Go to other page. You did the same.
Gift shop
Yes.
stays the same. So the entire navigation bar just got refreshed. So everything is here. You won't see any edit signs in here or about the artist. Everything is working.
It's all pages like that.
Yep. Everything is working right now. So everything is on the,
Go to the original.
there is the original here. FAQ, that's one we haven't checked. Yep, all good here. So
All
yeah, it
pages.
just needed to be poked. Yep.
What did I do? I mean, I didn't do anything.
Nothing. No, you didn't do anything. So I'm not exactly sure why it happens. I'm not a web developer, unfortunately, but the way that web developers have explained it to me is that JavaScript gets into a sort of a loop when you either add a certain, you do something, I don't know what, but sometimes it happens, and to fix it, all you literally have to do is refresh it. And you refresh it by moving pages around. Just reorder them and get things back to the way it was, and you're good to go. you
Okay.
just fixed it.
Okay.
So difficult to explain. I wish I had the knowledge to explain it, but
So I guess
that's
the
how to
only
fix it.
time that happens that I just have to call somebody.
Yeah, or just move a page. You
Oh.
know, just what I did. Just reorder them and then get them back
Okay.
to the way they were.
Well, I
and hit
have
save, and
some
that fixes it.
couple more questions.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I've been asking someone to review my website since September, but
Mhm.
I never really got reviewed my website.
Oh, okay. We can have that for you. Yep. We can do that for you. Let me see. Okay, you can have that in your inbox by the end of the day. So just to confirm, that was a marketing audit, right? The Wednesday marketing audit? or the technical
No,
way?
no, no. I mean, just to review my website because it just went up and, I want to just
you
see
got
if
it.
it's just like, is it presentable? Is something I have to fix or is it a
100%.
marketable, do I
Yeah,
have
then in that case, it won't be
information?
like, it won't be in the text format, but it will be in the video format. So we will actually film a video of either myself or Samuel from our team just walking through your site and just pointing out things that, giving you feedback on things you could optimize to make it a little bit more functional, so to speak.
Okay.
So yeah, you can definitely have that in your inbox by the end of the day.
Okay, one more. Sorry,
Sure.
taking your time. So I need to load images to the gift shop warehouse. And Tanya said that if I do that, then I have to rename it. I don't mind rename all of them, but there's a certain things that I wanted in my gift shop, not all of it. So can somebody move my product images to the gift shop images warehouse?
Absolutely. So are those images sized correctly? Oh, sorry, wrong site. Are they in the correct aspect ratio?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you mean.
So every merch item requires a certain aspect ratio of an image. For example, I just gave an example of a coffee mug that needs a panoramic image that will wrap around versus
Well,
the
mine
phone
is
case
not
that needs
panoramic.
versus a phone case that needs a portrait imagery. Right? So
Right.
the different merch items require different aspect ratio images. So all you have to do is just either resize those images. We have a document we can send over with the aspect ratio and minimum size for each merch item you can offer. So you can pick and choose merch items per product that can make sense for that product's aspect ratio, so that you don't end up with a portrait image on a mug and it will either print in here or it will be zoomed into a unrecognizable point where it will be wrapped around. So
Well, that's been happening.
yeah, so we can send you the document over if you want to just go over that document. And if you need to resize and re-upload the images, then that would be a much better option than offering something that has to be zoomed in by the software or it will not print correctly. So I can show you how to move
images. I have no images in my warehouse in the gift shop.
Oh no, you can transfer images over, right? If you have them uploaded here, you just go to your main warehouse.
Yeah.
You select which images you want to transfer over, and then you just transfer them over, right? But the thing is, if you transfer them over, so you just select, let's say I want to go with these three.
Yeah.
I select move selected to, I select the store, and I select gift shop merchandise store.
Oh.
And I move them over there. Now, the thing is, when I move them, they'll be gone from this store. Right? So I don't copy them, I move them. Right? They're like moved from one place to another. They're gone from this store here. So the rules of this store will not apply to them anymore. Media types, sizes, style, finishes, frames, all of that stuff will be inherited by the store where the product is hosted at. So you're just moving the product to a different store. You're not copying it over, right? There's no option where we can copy over such a high resolution file. So it would have to be re-uploaded. And that's why I told you that I can send you the document where you can see the aspect ratio and resolution of Guten merch items, and you can size your images correctly and re-upload them to the gift shop store. That would be the correct way. That's a long way around, but this is the best way to go about this, right?
Well, I would
it just
love to learn how to
ensures
do that.
Yeah. Okay. Let me send that over to you. Sorry about the toddler bursting my torch.
Okay.
Where is that? Minimum resolution, not this one. Because there we go. Okay. So it's in the chat right now, a PDF document. You guys can download it from there.
Okay, how do I do that?
So you just click on it. Yeah, you need to click on the chat and just click on the document.
I got you. Okay, great. So I have a meeting with somebody at the Wednesday, but I guess I can cancel that one.
You have a meeting in Wednesday?
Ivana.
Oh, I got it.
Ivana,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if we
10
can
a.m.,
Just go
right.
ahead and cancel
You want me
that.
to cancel that one?
Yes, please. Thank you so
Got it.
much.
Got it. Canceled. Okay. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you very much.
Very welcome. My pleasure. Okay. Looks like Marty has another question. Hello, Marty.
Hi again.
Hey.
I'm waiting to hear back from you guys from my call early this morning about getting a meeting set up. There's been nothing yet in my email about getting a meeting set up. So just a reminder, don't forget me.
Oh, okay. No. James will email you. Yeah. James, you
Okay.
got that one? There you go.
Okay, thank you so much.
I've been keeping him busy on this workshop. Sorry, it's my fault.
Yes.
Don't
Okay.
worry, Marty. We got you.
Thank
Got
you
that
so
written
much.
down.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Okay. All right, everybody. Looks like we're ready to wrap it up here. So thank you guys so much for joining us today. I hope you guys found the session helpful. Hope you were able to answer most of your questions. And tomorrow at 3:30 p.m., we will have another live support tech session. Like I said, we run those 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Today, we will have marketing tech at 4:30, right? 4:30 today, 3:30. No, sorry. Yeah, 4:30. 4:30 p.m. Central Time, we'll have a marketing tech. If you have any Instagram, if you have any MailChimp, if you have any Facebook questions, pop on there and the marketing team there will happily help you and get you unstuck and moving again. Otherwise, tomorrow we have onboarding at 10. We have office hours traction at 1 p.m. and we have live support tech session at 3:30 p.m. So tomorrow is a busy day for ASF tech and marketing team. So if you guys need any assistance, just make sure to hop on the correct workshop. We will follow up with everybody we need to follow up with, and let us know if you guys have any questions. Talk to you soon. Bye. James, you'll have to end, I think. You're the host.
Oh, yeah. Bye,
You
everyone.
got the power. All right.